Hello and welcome to Feminine Success Secrets, the place women come to become powerfully feminine. I'm Candice Oneida. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how to connect to your feminine essence and how to get out of man mode. So you know, in my work I talk about when women become overly masculine or masculinized or in their masculine polarity, that I talk about it as being stuck in man mode. Really what I want to talk about here is a bit about that, but more to the point about how to embody and get back into your feminine know-how and flow again. Now, as you'll know from my other videos, I talk quite a lot about masculine feminine polarity and that these are actually inner forces that we all carry inside of us. But I also speak about when women get overly stuck in man mode or stuck in their masculine polarity, then Houston, we have a problem. So in short, the masculine woman looks like she's constantly doing, going, never stopping, never taking breaks. The masculine is about this force of penetration, of action, of goal orientation. In fact, one core concept behind the masculine is that the masculine is really more interested in the results than anything else. The feminine, in short, is about being open, receptive, fluid, in surrender. All we have to do is look at the male-female genitalia to understand the forces of masculine and feminine. The Shiva Lingam, or the penis, is something that is directional, hard, forward-moving, and penetrative. The female genitalia, the yoni or our pussy, is soft and yielding and receptive and inviting. Now the truth is we move fluidly, or can move fluidly, between our masculine and our feminine throughout our day and throughout our life. It's just when as a woman we become overly rigidified or stuck in the masculine polarity, it becomes man mode. And this is what leads to exhaustion and burnout and loss of the joy of life. So how does this translate into your work, your life, your business, and your relationships? To be honest, for thousands of years, we've lived in a world that honors and values masculine things more than that of the feminine. It honors mind, thought, being rational, being action-focused and goal-oriented. And to the contrary, in great loss to ourselves and the world, feminine values aren't really that valued, or haven't been very valued for a very, very long time. The values of community and support and receptivity and spaciousness and flow, needless to say, values of love and harmony. These just haven't been valued that highly, frankly. So if you're a smart, capable, willful woman, you entered this world and wanted to be valued, right? I know I did. And in order to be valued, I had to sort of step into the game. And the game was this masculine paradigm dominant game. And so, like you, probably, I became very good at playing that game, very successful at playing that game. In the process, we basically, inside of ourselves, invalidated our feminine know-how and values. And this was to the great detriment of ourselves and the world around us, frankly. And really the worst thing is it ends up being extremely detrimental to your own health and to your well-being. Now, we're really here to talk about how to be in your feminine essence, right? So I'm betting that something inside you is really craving that again. It's like an echo from some ancient past that you know it, but you've forgotten it, and you've become a bit rigidified in this other thing, and how do I get back there, right? Now, especially in relationships, if you're a heterosexual woman and you're seeking to find a really masculine, strong, solid man, then I can almost promise that that man wants you to be in your feminine. I have a few questions for you just to think about. Has a man ever said to you, "Damn, can you stop being so masculine?" Or have you found inside of yourself that you've been in man mode all day long and you find it really hard to get out of it in the evenings when you're around your partner or your lover, or in fact, if you're going out on dates, if you're in the dating world. Now, what we want to actually happen is that you can actually more fluidly move between the masculine and the feminine, that you can employ your masculine inside on behalf of your feminine. Because what we've ended up doing is sublimating the feminine and dominating the masculine. What if we had where your feminine was the queen and she employed the masculine when she needed to, and then she could fluidly and easily come back to her own throne, to her own know-how. Now, if you're anything like me, what was behind all that masculine doing and action and success and know-how from my masculine was a massive coping mechanism, massive self-preservation, and that's really all about fear. And when I was in that orientation, I wasn't able to receive, I wasn't able to surrender, and I wasn't able to have the kind of love that I want in my life. When we're in that coping kind of part of ourselves, we end up smaller, contracted, hardened, locked down. Whoa, I mean, it's even hard just to say that, and can feel how that's the antithesis of the fluid, flowing, open, inviting, attractive nature of the feminine. So how do we turn the scales around? Now, my whole channel has videos about this. I want to go over a few of the core concepts around what your feminine essence can feel like inside you. Let's start with this basic idea that you need to get out of your head and into your body. So one of the keys to feminine power and energy is embodiment. And I'm going to show you exactly what that means today. Embodiment means feeling your body. There is so much wisdom held in our bodies as women, but it's like having the wisest person in the world and never listening to them. If you're not listening to her, you're not going to be giving the space to your feminine to exercise herself in your life. Now, at first, you just might want you to slow down, take some out breath, create some space in order to digest life. Next, she may need you to acknowledge that it's been hurting her when you're too much in your masculine, too much in man mode. And so she may need some acknowledgement, some compassion, some forgiveness. Then she may need you to acknowledge her innate curves, her beauty. After that, she'll seek more sensuality, more pleasure, more fluidity. And then you start to get into where she wants to take you on adventures. They may be adventures intimately, or they may be adventures outside in the world. And when you get into that part of yourself, she probably wants to share that with your friends or your lover. It's like this endless field of discovery when the woman opens up into the immense font of life and creativity that is inside her own body. Now, when you get to this, your energy gets filled up again, your sexuality comes back online, your creativity comes massively forward. And again, this is such a beautiful filling up of your energy. As I always say, we want to fill up to an overflow of energy so that we can then serve others around us. So I'm going to leave you with a suggestion that you make a pleasure date with yourself. A date in which you give yourself those steps in order to sink down and feel into your feminine, sensual, fluid know-how. Asking her the questions, what do you want to do? Your body. Ask your body, what do you want to do? Who do you want to hang out with? Where do you want to go? What experiences do you want to have? It really starts with listening to your body, taking space, and getting into flow again. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and I'd love you to comment below on how your pleasure date went. Share with the community. And remember, when you have the courage to go out there and shine, you give others permission to do the same. So let's go out there and shine this week. Bye-bye for now.